Hi guys, what's up? Happy Wednesday. Sorry I'm a little late. My daughter and I got a little lost in the woods, so it's a wonderful reason. Happy Wednesday, happy hump day. All right, let me know you're with me when you come on. Let me know if you watch the replay. Definitely want to know. Oh my gosh, today's oracle is just going to be so spectacular. I just know it. We have like power, so much power coming forward. And I just know these messages are going to be super deep. The wisdom is from the coral, which is super cool and super unique. And the coral, as I will share, after the premiere, I will share some lovely tidbits about the coral. I will share the animal wisdom brought forward. It's just beautiful. Can you grab my notebook, Jay?
On it.
But we've got the cosmos, we've got the ancestors, we've got the angels, we've got the ascended masters, we've got activations at hand. It's going to be an exciting evening. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to get started with the very first. You know what? Actually, I'm going to play some frequency in the background. Sorry. So whenever you do things live. All right. So 1 second, you guys. Okay, so I am looking forward to see which coral that you chose. I'm really feeling that this week it's just going to be one that resonates, but of course you have to trust your own guidance. You should know right away if it's for you or not. So we did have in all the channeling and the animal wisdom, the frequency 396 has come forward. So we're going to go ahead and play that here in the background.
Think about a child you love.
Let me turn that down for just a moment here on YouTube, and I'll post the one that I've been using. And what this frequency does, it helps, it works with your solar plex. It works with a lot of your chakras, as I say at 2:33. And it helps you let go of fear and regret, any emotions that are helping you feel stuck. Okay, so that's the message that the coral brought forward this week. Is it's all about the nervous system and the reality of reaction versus intention. So just to kind of set the tone, let's go ahead and read the channeled message from the coral. It's quite beautiful. Swish, nothing but net, circuits and breakers, image creators, impulses, repulses, dancing the jig, seeing and hearing the snap of a twig. Insights take flights, your mites, influence those who are buried, those who are harried, those who are free, and those who shall be. Grit and grind, bid and bind, your design, you are the creator, the contractor and crew. Never alone, not just for you. Responsibility, humility, presence ensue. Soon you know what free means to be. Soon you will feel what fun means to, soon you will feel what flow means to go. Crashes, lashes, flashes, perception with reception, forget deception, no more interception. Signals, wiggles, wonder, and we. Sounds like a beautiful world to me. So let's go ahead and find out, what kind of world are you building? And what kind of coral are you using, right? As we are all working on different things, we're all making our own mark, right? And so as is happening for one is happening for all. Oh my goodness, you guys, I feel so disorganized. Forgive me. Okay, so I'm so happy to get 5 miles in. I hope you're getting out there and getting grounded with all these energy swirls and twirls that is just so smart to do, okay, to keep yourself grounded. All right, let's just go ahead and do this. It's okay. All right, so we've got all kinds of stuff going on here. Let's take a look, see. Oops. Oop, the keys fell on the floor. Ooh, the keys. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and pull this out. We're going to roll the dice. We're going to get started with the very first one, which was like the yellow, and it's kind of had these ridges, right? Okay. And this particular coral is actually highlighting the yellow color with wing tips. Definitely master builders. You can go in the shallows or in the deep. You are quite ambidextrous. So let's find out, first of all, the energy around you. Okay. So I pre-shuffled, and we're starting with you guys. So this is this is for you. 2 shuffles in between. We've got a shift going on for you. I see Taurus. So there's this energy of bringing something in, which makes so much sense since we are talking about you being the builders. I mean, all coral are builders, but this particular coral in itself is a master builder. Okay. So we've got Taurus, cultivate. And it's actually, I'm sorry, I said it was 5, but it's actually the number 2. So this is about bringing things into balance, symmetry, okay? Feeling some symmetry. We're getting the energy. We're definitely highlighting the masculine energy, okay? If you think about how the bull is, it's about taking action, working together to plow the fields, right? To, yeah, I'm just feeling that so much actually. So, and on bottom, we've got the 12th house, introspection. So there are moments going on. This is a great time to get yourself centered, okay? That's definitely being highlighted. Keeping yourself centered. You probably would be interested in some of the attunements I have coming up. I think you would really love them. But yeah, look at your 12th house and go within and see what's there for you. Okay. So that's the energy around where you've been. And this is what I'm seeing is that we're finishing a cycle. It's being pinpointed. Okay. I love that we're in those yellow colors, right? If we look at the dial, so it's like as you're pinpointing in a certain direction, you're creating more than you know. You're going through different cycles. I'm feeling this whole gold to red circuitry here. So this is all about digging for gold, an invitation to go down, but to have the invitation at 8:20 I saw this. So this is that 10 again. Here's we got 10 10. So some mirrored images there, but this is about taking actions, thrusting you, bringing something in. Okay. So let's go ahead and see one more. I was just saying mirrored. I was just, getting that like two flips of the coin, and here we have Juno coming in. Okay, so we've got a structure, a partnership. We're manifesting, and this partnership is within you. And I'm seeing we're almost there. Okay, of course, this is about your authenticity. I'm seeing some gold. So you're really digging deep. 9, 10, following the steps. Okay. So we're taking some time to talk to you about integration. I'm seeing some daisies, right? Some yellows and some blues. So this is like, pinpointing a healing going on here. So yeah, let's find out more what's happening here. Now this 12th house, I want to see what that's all about because it's a number 50. So this is like astrological. This is what's brought in for you by source, okay? So let's get familiar with that 12th house, which is the very last card. So it's like there's that completion, right? So if your chart were a village map, the 12th house would be the quiet place. The sun is in the 12th house just after sunrise. Wow. A time for prayer and meditation, for dreaming our deepest dreams. The 12th house is your inner child's world, containing both the fairyland in which you might escape and the monsters that live under your bed. So, this is definitely highlighting the energy that was meant to be shared for sure. And I love that I just saw 1031. And so, look at this number 31. 1031. That's where we are. 1031. Now, in my notes, I was taking notes, and that's why I wanted to find this in here because I was taking some channeled notes that I was getting, and I feel like it's appropriate. So hold on, let me check one more time. I was just writing in here, like real quick before we were going live, because I was running behind and I had to like brain dump, right? I had to like drop a couple things down of what was coming up. That's okay. I can share them later. But this is totally making sense to me. Okay. So 12th house, important action. The situation is complex. So learn what's going on behind the scenes before you act. Look for private motives, hidden enemies, surprise angels. And what I'm getting here is caverns. So sinking down deep, you're digging for gold. Okay, that's what I feel like. You're digging down, um, and digging for your authenticity, digging for that which brings abundance to you, the fabric of who you are, so that you can be the master builder, helping others do the same. Wow. Okay. So I'm not going to read all that, but here's the challenge. It can be hard to find a healthy place between feeling subsumed by a group and dwelling in a stunted isolation. The 12th house asks you to face your fears. So, with all these yellows and browns, and the reason that we're highlighting, we've got the bull, cultivate, cultivate. We're thinking of the nervous system. What can we pinpoint? What shadow can we pinpoint right now? And how can we cultivate and lay down a new pathway, a new train of thought that is more in your authentic expression and more fitted for you? Okay. And this is cosmic. So these are the energies brought in by the cosmos. All right. So, so I just feel like that is just right off the bat. Oh my gosh. Thank goodness you came here, because it's just highlighting for you to know that this, it can be daunting. And I'm feeling caves. I'm feeling like caves of wonder. I'm feeling like in the dark, in the void. The gift, in the quiet moments of prayer, and prayer is coming up for you specifically, meditation and creative bliss. Feel the deep connection to source and know that you're not alone. See the sunrise. Okay, see the sunrise. And with the 12th house being here, and with as we go down and we come back up, there's this sense of coming up from the depths with wisdom. Okay, so the ascended masters are here, and they want to bring forward a message for you about being impartial. There's that 9. Just go ahead and relying on what comes up for you, as that particular one was all about feeding the population rather than getting wrapped up. So see, that's the pathway. Instead of getting wrapped up into the war, he focused more on how he could farm the fields. There we go with the plow again, how he could farm the fields and bring up some food to feed the community. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what the Ascended Masters have a message for you. Man, I cannot make this up. There's that 10 again. It's definitely telling you you are, you've earned these colors. You've gone deep. You've alchemized. And although at the front of the pack of the elephants most of the time is the feminine, is the mother, okay? But here we have the masculine taking the lead, putting an imprint, coming in and, basically bringing in this partnership, okay? So it's all about walking in stride. It's all about trusting your instincts. And I'm seeing once again being centered, okay? Putting one foot after another, trusting your instincts, all right? And this particular elephant, he was fierce, fierce. So know that you're a warrior. Know that you're a warrior. But this is all about being loyal to yourself, right? Being loyal to self. So thank you, Ascended Masters, for that. Because there's the 21. That's there's is the 3. Okay, so we've got the 31 and the 21. So what's in the middle? The 10. When you're loyal to yourself, it's like as this partnership, as you come into alignment in this authenticity, into this balance, into this new structure, it's like automatically abundance is for you. Okay. I also feel this involves extension of your vision. Okay. This literally could do with your third eye. And also, this is that digging for gold. Okay. So a crown activation as well. Wow. So the Ascended Masters are letting you can't get to 10 without walking the path. So there's this sense of like, accomplishment that I want to recognize for you. But there is an activation at hand. Okay, so right on bottom, we have the Orion activation. Wow, this is very synchronistic for me in particular. And, right away, this is making me think about how the Orion legend, you might want to look that up. Okay. And it talks about how, okay, I know this was for you guys. I know it was that you have the new moon, and the moon cycle is very important. That's that cosmic energy, okay? And this new moon and full moon is specifically important because we have Orion here at the bottom. This is like for you. And we have the Hunter's full moon coming up October 9th, which is in Pisces, which is talking about, if you think about the fish, the twin fish, we've got the twin birds. We're definitely highlighting in alignment here, okay, as we see the alignment. And, whenever we see this, it's Orion's belt, and we know the sword. And so, just right off the bat, it's like being loyal to yourself, watching what you say to yourself is really what I'm hearing from the get-go. Yeah. Because these are emotions from that, from re-emerging of the Lemurian timeline. You are bringing something new in. This is the Taurus. This is the manifestation, and this is the gift for all the work that you've done. Okay, so I want to just highlight that. So the activation at hand for you. Oh my goodness. How gorgeous is this solar light upgrade? And look at solar plexus, inner fire, willpower. Wow, this is straight on what we were talking about. And this is like a radiation. This is an inner glow that just radiates all the way around. Wow. How many? Oh my gosh, just the whole star. We really want to get this up here, see these colors. You see those aquas and yellows and pinks. So this has really been complicated. And I feel it's intertwined with not only your solar plexus going deep, it's like this heart. It's like it started with this heart activation. Okay. And so it's like triggered a bunch of events. And in some cases, it feels, you know, it feels really heavy right now because we're not exactly in that alignment, which is why we're getting this upgrade. Okay, so this is what's coming. This is the energy that's coming your way. And I just want to look at it on the bottom. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Wow. Okay. So, coming together, harmony in the heavens, resolution, Pleiadian activation. And look at these blues. Okay. With all these blues, I'm automatically thinking about Elsa, and it's like what you've been doing has been on ice, but it's like you've chiseled through the ice with that sword. And so I find that expression is very important to those of you that chose this pile. Okay, so let's see what the solar light upgrade is all about for you. And then we're going to move on to who is here. We're going to roll the die to see who has come forward to be your ally. Okay. So this one's not in alphabetical order. So I like to read these because they have a specific activation. So solar. All right. 133. And look at that. I mean, there's so many synchronicities. So threes and ones, and you're aware that you're working with the ascended masters. I mean, anyone who finds these readings, you're all working. It's just a variation. 2121. There's that mirrored number again. Okay, which is all about 33. Which is balance, as above, so below. Right, as within, so without. Okay, so 133. All right. So the solar plexus chakra is found just above the belly button, okay, right in between, right about here. And it's an energetic gateway that governs our gut, our instincts, and on an energetic level, the willpower and drive. This space can be described as the glowing sun. It is the seat of our masculinity, okay? The seat of our actions, the seat of our fears and our reactions and intentions, which is what we said at the beginning. It's a space of warmth that gives necessary focus and energy to fulfill our purpose and to revitalize our dreams. So when the solar light gateway opens, our solar plexus becomes an infinite well of light in the pit of our being. This is a source of daily inspiration and ancient wisdom. When we feel our willpower increasing, we're remembering that we've prepared for many incarnations for the opportunities that have arrived today. Place both your hands on the pit of your stomach, breathe to them, visualizing a great fiery light switch on. Call your solar power up and out. And this is the message. The light of the great central sun is shining on you, activating you to push onward and create. So it doesn't matter where your feet fall. Just start. Just go. This is a perfect time to move forward with projects, goals, and intentions. Align your energy with wherever you are and create the experience. Focus on what you're ready to grow and where you're ready to expand. As you focus on your goals, you're giving them energetic encouragement to flourish and open, like the warm summer sun kissing the ground, encouraging the flowers to grow and bloom. That sunlight has arrived. It's here in the now. And I love that this is coming up because this upgrade of the sun, that's what coral needs. It's a symbiotic relationship between LJ and the actual coral, and it's like they have to work with one another, and the sun is needed, but it can't be too hot. So so this is interesting that it's an upgrade. Okay, so, and I have this sense of ice, with that Juno. It's like we're putting some of these fiery intentions on ice. Okay, and so yeah, that also wants to come forward. So Wow, these are really incredible cards. Let's go ahead and roll the dice and see who the ally is. Who wants to come forward with an extra message for you? Okay, so we're gonna go. And what's the message for? Okay, so we got a 3. Okay, so we were talking about your balance. This makes sense to me, okay, because we've been getting lots and lots of 3s. So we're talking about that balance, right? And so as I'm speaking about the number 3 and I'm knowing imbalance, it's really interesting because I'm getting the chakra. So in the back of my mind, I had the insight to count up from the Earth star, the root, the sacral chakra. So we've got something coming here in the sacral chakra, and your ancestors, they want to point you in the direction. Okay, so they want to point you in the direction. Here's the compass. Here we go. Oh my gosh, the oyster catcher. Wow. The reason this is so synchronistic is because right away, what does an oyster catcher look for? Oysters. And what's in an oyster? A pearl. And this is just so crazy synchronistic for me. So, wow, that is really incredible. Okay, so and there's a 5 there. So this is the shift and the ancestors. Yeah, and it's like we've got those feet in the water, right? So we've got our feet in the emotions, but the ancestors want to guide you with what you see. And I just noticed how the camera changed. Wow. All right. Your breath, right? Taking time to really think about how that gut is activated. So, really I like to do box breathing. Thank you to one of my friends, Trish, that taught me this, the importance of breath. And, it's just like I do 6-5-4. So I count to 6, hold for 5, let go for 4. And I do 4 of those before I go into any meditation. Okay. And it just really helps me feel calm. And there we go again, the breath. So we're getting the whales, we're getting the dolphins, we're getting those of you that have a sixth sense, okay, a sixth sense. And so the ancestors are here to help you. The sixth sense, oh my goodness, this is like, here we go, here's that 10. And I would hear law, I'm hearing, with the crow, I'm hearing divine law, justice, balance. Wow. What's on top? Number 13. So there's that mirrored image. 27 on the clock. I cannot make this up. So we were getting how at first we were talking about the 31, right? That being the new structure. And the new structure is all starting all over. Look at, you're getting a chance to emerge and to grow. And I'm seeing a tree here. So you're getting a chance to really grow. And yeah, here the tree. And it's like we're starting over. And what was keeping you, I mean, this is the couscous, okay? So this is all about being calm. But here, the orange eyes, this is all about your feminine energy. So what's been irritating your feminine energy, that fire, you've been feeling the fire, and there's this ice. It's like ice, baby. Okay? Yeah. And it's allowing you to start over because we're building on top of what was. So it's letting you know that you have the power to build not only a tree, but from there, a forest. It's like this is a new network, a new beginning. And your balance is the key to helping you get to that structure. Okay? Wow. And look at this 3 here. 1, 2, 3. Okay? And the tail for balance. Thank you to the Ascended Masters. So this is a completion of a cycle for you, right? This is you building from the depths. This is due to you. This is something coming back for you. So know that the cosmic energy is leading you in this direction. So take your challenge for your solar light upgrade to continue to expand, to dig for that gold, right? Because this is a deep alchemy. This is the magician coming forward to, allow that ice to melt and allow. I've learned about what's called the Elsa effect, allow you to take those gloves off and really impact and build in your own beautiful way. Such a beautiful message. So I hope that resonated with you. And speaking of Pearl, that's been coming up so much. I actually will have another oracle coming up in the next couple days related to the Pearl. So make sure you come back and check that out. Make sure you share this. Type at me how it resonates with you. I wish you nothing but the best. So, the last message as I'm seeing here from the crow is just be observant. Don't attach, don't allow things to really take you. This is due to you. And it's like your ancestors they want to come forward to support you. The ascended masters wanted to support you. You see the cosmos, the ascended masters, your ancestors. So you just need to stay perched. You'll know when it's time to take flight. But right now it's about balancing something within, getting to that too, right? Getting that balance within you, so that you can have the abundance that's due to you. So, yeah, just beautiful. Well, thank you for being here. In the comments down below, you will see my Facebook page. I'd love to have you join my Facebook page where we post the animal wisdom. You can stay a little bit closer. I also do crystal attunements. So I have a series of crystal attunements that are available. So you might be interested in that. And, I think I'm going to probably go live and share about what those are. So, but yeah, good luck with you, pal number one. Thank you so much for being here, and we will see you soon. Okay. So we're going to move on to number two. We're at 3140. I write these down to make it easier. All right. Okay, so 3140 right away. 44. Okay, the Ascended Masters are definitely here. Let's go ahead and shuffle your energy. And you guys chose the watermelon coral that, I'm not even going to attempt to say it, the Amanamne. Think of the movie Finding Nemo. Those of you that chose this pile are my divine feminines. The reason I say that is because Nemo came forward, and if you look in the movie Finding Nemo, his right fin is actually damaged. So you lead more in your divine feminine, but there's an alignment coming with that masculine, but it's by taking action. It's very similar to the movie Finding Nemo. So go ahead if you feel like maybe you might want to watch that. But like this particular coral is made for the symbiotic. It's like it develops towns and cities with the clownfish. So it really sparks life, not only in its symbiosis with the algae, but also with the fish, creating a community. Now, when I was getting ready for this message, the angels came in, the ascended masters came in, and there's this initiation that's been at hand for you. So let's go ahead and look at the energy around you. Hold on, I'm going to shuffle your energy into the activation. So we've got the cosmos coming forward for the energy around you, and then we've got the ascended masters. What is the challenge at hand? And then we have an activation for you. All right. So right away at the bottom, we're talking about your fifth house, which has to do with your passion. Okay. There's this magic. So this has to do with your creative spirit. I love that we're seeing the color coral. Okay. And it's like this. Do you see this whole network? There's so much more in here. And it's like, these color patterns in particular, again, with the coral, I'm feeling and also with the purples, it's like I'm feeling more. There's this relationship, and it's like this iridescence. Okay, oh, because you're the bubble. That's right. You're the bubble tipped. So this is so cool that I'm getting this iridescence. You can really choose any color and fly with it and create magic to it. Okay, magic with it. So it's all about finding that passion and letting it fly. So that's right from the get go. Um, and on bottom, so we're going to put this on bottom. We've got a 3. We're talking about Gemini. Okay, so cross pollinate. Cross pollinate. We've got the bee energy, and of course, look at here. I can't the flowers. So the flowers are coming in, and we have the bee, and this is the bees creating the gold, right? And again, we have balance. So this is getting some similar messages that we got on the last reading, but this is a different. This is a little bit different. This is a mission that you accepted. And it's like at the same point in time with the Gemini coming up here, it's more than one. It's more than one, which is why you've taken these activations. And I'm feeling with this passion and the combo of the two. So here's the flowers that we're painting, but look at here's the activation with the flowers. And it's like you're cross pollinating. So you're taking what you're learning and you're bringing it forward and teaching it to others. So let's go ahead and see. Yeah, there's a rebirth here. There's a rebirth here. This is your first card telling me the energy. This is cycles within cycles. This has been happening. I'm feeling the root chakra. So I'm seeing the grid. Okay. And, Pluto, there's a healing here as Pluto is in retrograde right now, like many planets. Look at, okay. This is so crazy. Here we go, Neptune. We're seeing again the trident at the top. We're seeing that balance is important to keep things frozen so that you can really see clearly. So this is like see clearly. This is like cleansing the channels, working with the crown, right? The nautilus, the grid workers into the new earth. And so you're bringing something forward and it's going to lead to your abundance. That's for sure. So it's like these energies, vision, Neptune, vision. It's like freezing it so that you can really, that's what I'm feeling here, this pinpoint. Look at the steps, 27, 26. Will it be 25? No, because you're going to skip over that and it's going to take you to your midheaven, to the pinnacle, to the healing. So that's the thing. Okay, so here we go. We've got the mirrored numbers, the 9s on the both side with the 8 in the middle. And you know what? You're the number that I saw 999 for, Captain Nemo. You are actually taking actions to create your own story, right? To make it happen, just like Finding Nemo did. Okay. Yep. Because you're cross pollinating, you're showing others that are the hero of your own story, right? And that we are our own heroes. And so, but there's something you're building from this, okay? Because again, that's what the coral does. But you guys, you get to move around. That's right. So this is the coral that moves around and finds just the perfect spot to grow. And so you have a lot of choices in front of you. Now let's see. The ascended master's on bottom, but will our ego get in the way? Right? Do we think we know everything, or are we willing to learn something new? Because here's that right arm again. Okay, there's that right arm on that sword. And this sword oftentimes is related to the messages, right? The tongue in a lot of cases. The spells we put against others and ourselves. And it's like, but we're protected. But it's like, are you overly confident? There's this sense of a facade, but not really. But it's like something you've built around you so that you can't see through. And that's why things are being frozen so that you can actually see through. Wow. That's really cool, actually. So, yeah, that's the first one. So let's go ahead and see what the Ascended Masters want to bring forward to you. You see this golden aura all the way around? It's like this is why that things are being frozen. Okay, here's the 31, the structure, the self-study. This is like the hermit mode. Again, jumping in the air, we're frozen, watching, we're afraid to take action. Is that what's going on here? We're afraid to take action. We're not quite sure what things are going to lead to, but it's like as long as you follow your instincts, okay, as long as you keep yourself in balance, there's this silver and gold here. It's like you are surrounded by so many who support you. And it's like you can't make mistakes, okay? Because that's how you get better. I'm feeling the teacher. I'm feeling the teacher here in some respects because, finding Nemo and paying it forward that you learned from a teacher, you learned from your teachers, and you want to pay it forward. That there's this moment of that you have to just kind of trust and fall, just like Nemo. There's that falling off that cliff there, and his dad is so afraid of him falling off. But it's like that's what you need to do to discover who you are. So it's so yeah, to discover who you are. Wow. And this is happening blindly, okay? Almost like squinting. So we're getting this golden, again, we're highlighting the solar plexus. It's like, are we frozen because of the fear, like deer in the headlights? Okay. Do we feel frozen in that way? Let's see what's on bottom. This is meant for you. There's a spark in all this dark for you. There's an expertise that you have to offer. There's something that you can bring forward to help others, make their shift to create a new structure for them to use that sword in a new way. Wow. Okay, so that's a bow here. Hold on, I saw. It's like a bow and arrow. The arrow. Okay. So things are being frozen. The arrow, yeah, divine feminines. It's like all the energy is coming around to give you your happy ending. I mean, I just can't. It's like this is the new structure for you. Everything that you ever wanted, everything that you ever wanted to create. Okay, and this is what's coming in. So the cosmos are bringing this energy in, and oh my gosh, I just noticed this. So we had these elements of steps, but then look at it. It's like we go from the 26 to the 36. There's the 10. That's the cycle. This is frozen for you. This is meant for you. This lifetime is meant for you. So you have to have faith and allow that deep alchemy. Allow yourself to study. What gifts are coming up and how can we and look at he's still blinded, but look at the direction. Okay. So I know it's hard to see backwards, but here we're like with the right eye, it's like we're frozen on our actions. And here we've got the left eye. So this is all about talking about this divine balance, okay? And notice how it's like the arms. Wow, it's just like this mirrored image, right? This is so cool. I really feel that there's so much in between here. So, you know, well, we're going to keep going if I feel called. And it's interesting because on here I'm seeing that beehive, a beehive. Okay, so that you can create your own gold, you can create your own spark. Wow, beautiful. Okay, so what activation right away at the bottom, the Lemurian timeline? This came up in the last one too. That third eye, this vision, this divine feminine emerging into the new earth. So your things are frozen, and it's like this is meant for you. You can't mess it up. So if you're feeling 44:22 on the clock, Um, wow. So, it's just like these initiations, there's this countdown, but it's like you're in charge. Time is of, you know, you're in charge of when the countdown is happening. Wow. So let's see what's the activation for you guys. It's that karma board clearing, calling upon the karma board and asking them to clear the karma, all that doesn't serve you, so that you can uncover and balance these energies, so that you can, go from one step to the other. And source is bringing these energies in. Again, we've got the eyes closed, so much is happening behind you, but this is the activation that's coming in, and we've got the stellar gateway on the bottom. Okay, so look at this. Get yourself centered so that you can walk through the next portal. And look at that Egyptian timeline, so you can walk into your authenticity, so that you can find, your infinite potential, a manifestation vortex. What? Let's get familiar with these activations. So we've got the karmic board clearing that's coming up for your actual and that's a matter of, it's an easy activation. So let's see. Okay, there we go. Okay, so first of all, the karmic board is a congregation of spiritual beings dedicated to implementing the law of cause and effect. Okay? They have the capacity to help us overcome any blockages that are affecting us. We can call them to bring healing into our energetic field. So, how you do that is you imagine yourself surrounded by golden lights. Imagine yourself surrounded by golden lights. Thank you, Karmic Board, for clearing all blockages, debts, unfinished patterns, experiences, psychic pain, or any other barriers that could be standing in the way of my experience of love. If you're being overwhelmed by trauma, and that's what I was getting here, this is the feminine. This is like trauma to your feminine. But it's that trauma, that allows this expertise, that allows this gold to come through, and that's the part that what we want to get to. That's the part of this, because in every challenge there is a gift. All right. So know that it's old energy and it no longer serves you, and it's calling to be released. All right. So, wait a minute. Sorry. That's the Lemurian. Yeah. Forgive me. So yeah, it's just calling for you to release this, so you can know that receiving messages in your energetic self has been taken to the karmic board during sleep or meditation, so that your light body can be cleared of all karmic blockages and stories. All fears, phobias, challenges with partners and relationships, and feelings of being misunderstood are being released now. You're ready to move forward. You're ready for the rebirth. You're ready to rebirth. This is meant for you, this lifetime. And it's like keeping yourself in balance, will freeze all those energies around you that are trying to keep you from going to where? To that, riding that stellar gateway to here. I mean, I just see it so clearly. So let's go to the stellar gateway, because there's something there for you. As the energetic board, that is just really an intention, and you can do that in meditation and follow the guidance you get there. But this is actually stellar, infinite potential. The, the stellar gateway is the highest of our chakras, and is found 12 to 24 feet above our head. Okay, This is crazy because with this particular pile, I was also getting 12 to 24. It's just like that's how tall it gets. So this is really interesting to see that. It's an energetic gateway that connects us with the divine matrix. It governs the connection to spiritual laws of creation and the quantum field. It holds all life potential and it holds all intentions that we set this incarnation. Wow. Energetically, this portal is beyond time and space. And when we connect with it to come into alignment with the aspects of our soul journey, including when we're part of the cosmos, this card transports us to a stargate that has the giant pyramid within it. Above the stargate, three-dimensional images of Thoth, the former priest of Atlantis, who was one of the ancient masters holding the secrets of the universe. This is an image, is a reminder of our potential and our ancient and starry connections. The pyramid is a symbol of rising power. Wow, this feels so beautiful. Of how our soul existed throughout lifetimes. The stargate is a projection of our own stellar gateway. This card is therefore a reminder that all things are possible and that with the right alignment, we can draw powers of heaven down to earth in order to create heaven on earth. Wow. And I'm getting that image of the pearl again because I'm gonna have another oracle coming forward with the pearl. So watch for that. But your message is here is you are the master. You're the manifestation masters. That's right. This is available for you. But it's all about taking the time to freeze your emotions and to really pay attention to the insights that are coming through so that you can follow your own voice, freezing the energy around you so that you can have authentic, inspired actions. So beautiful. So you can breathe, you can connect with this stellar gateway by imagining your breath is taking you up and out to connect with the infinite potential held within the stars. Affirm, I connect with heaven and earth to create heaven on earth. How beautiful is this? And oh my gosh, this is just so gorgeous. There's that iridescent, that bubble, that iridescence that's created. Being able to shift, you're able to shift yourself. And here on bottom, I just couldn't help it, but next is that angelic frequency. The angels are here, they're with you, okay? And that's what's coming forward, in your channeled message as well. So that is certainly so beautiful. Now let's go ahead and see who's here to be your ally. We're talking about this is a mission coming together, and we've got the ancestors. Again, the ancestors are coming forward for you, so I'm going to make some room. Wow. Is this not beautiful? I am hoping this is resonating with you because this is a beautiful, gorgeous reading. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. All right, so we're going to go ahead and pull the runes out. I'm going to pull them out, and then I'm going to turn them around for you, okay? So with the runes, we're just going to go ahead and we're just going to pull the 3, okay? Wow. Okay. I'm going to show them to you because there might be some messages that you get yourself. So this is the first one, the second one, and then the third one. Okay. So I'm going to turn it back around to me so I can read it for you. So the Vikings are coming forward, or I want to say the Valkyrie. That's this warrior spirit. These are the things that you've overcome. And so that wanted to come forward, and I think that that's going to resonate with many of you. There's this inner earth. there's this deeply connected divine feminine grid workers, the root chakra workers. Okay, is really what I'm feeling. And you're able to move around the grid as you can. And so in the past, it's like if you looked at this as like your path, it's like we took a segue, we took a couple different routes. But this different route that we took was to discover who we are. So these are the initiations that we took. And then I can't help but notice that in the present situation, there's this an alignment. Okay. So there's this double X, which is feminine. I just cannot get around it. And this mirrored image of the divine feminine and the choice that you can choose. It's like this, I'm feeling the twin vibe as well. Okay. But when I'm saying this, what I'm referring to is, and I love that my husband just showed up in the back of the window there, is like you get to choose. You get to choose the vibration. You get to choose what you want to create. You X marks the spot. And once you know that, once you know divine feminines, that you, within you, when you're in alignment, you can create and show others how to find their X marks the spot. It's like I'm getting the pirates, I'm getting the pirates. And it's like on this last one, okay, I'm seeing these. Here's that middle one. This is the present and this is the future. And it's like with these deep dives that you've taken, okay, with these kisses that you've had, this and I'm feeling like this is like there's this in alignment, but we're realigning. And it's like because of the distance between the two, because of the obstacles that we made, it puts us on a totally different perspective, and it leads to, really understanding. I mean, isn't life all about the journey? And it really leads to these memories. It really leads to this deepening of experience. So it's like this is the energy that'll allow you to climb every mountain. And not only that, to climb, it's like, but it's like you climb those mountains so that you can bring that heaven to earth. And this is that deep alchemy. 5700. Heinz 57. The vibration of a 3. It's like you find that balance. It's like between your body, mind, and soul, and it allows you to bring down and to help others. To help others. I mean, I just see it so clearly in these mirrored images here. Okay. And even though this was a detour on your path, you created your own structure. And that's because you moved. You moved off path. You're moving off path. You moved off path, but you're coming back. This will resonate. You either moved off path or you're being called to go back on path. Beautiful. So you're working with the Ascended Masters, you're learning more about yourself, okay? So it's all about taking some time knowing that this is going to lead to a garden, not just one single manifestation, but cross-pollination. So you're really like not only what's good for the bee, but what's good for the flower. This is a symbiotic relationship in itself, okay? And that's that energy of the Gemini. Wow, just beautiful. So if you come back, I'll be doing the Pearl reading here really soon. So what are we manifesting, right? What are we alchemizing? What are we cross-pollinating? And I'm so excited that you were here. Thank you, pile number 2. And may you build and construct your beautiful dreams. They're right in front of you. So take the activation to do so. Work with your ancestors, work with your guides, and especially your angels. They're wanting to work with you. Okay. Thank you so much. We're going to move on to the next one and look at that. 5910. All right. And we're moving on to our next pile number 3, which is the stone. So we have the stone coral. Now the stone coral are interesting because they're more like discs, okay? And these particular coral can angle themselves to the light. So they angle themselves just perfectly to get the maximum light capacity. They are able to um, spread to areas that many are not familiar with. So we're going to go ahead and shuffle in your energy. Let's do 2 shuffles here to break it up from the last read that we just did. Okay, so we're going to shuffle in your energy, and as we do so, right away, the stone. So those of you, this is all about bringing something in. You're the creators, okay? I feel it so much that you're creating something, but there's almost this element of, if you take a look at the picture, it's like there's like clarity in front of you, but it's like in the distance, it's a little muddy, right? It's a little muddy. You're not just 100%. Where's this gonna be taking me? So we're gonna go ahead and get you some messages, and we're gonna find out. But you've definitely have been brought here because there's an activation at hand. We've got the Ascended Masters here. So let's go ahead and take a look at the situation. This has to do with what's in your second house, your resources, your abundance, what you're materializing here on this plane. That makes sense with the stone. Stones are heavy, something that's finding weight. But look at the arrow coming through here. It's like something piercing. Something's pierced through for this new opportunity to come through. And this is, cosmic. Spirit's bringing this in. It's about your structure. Let's go ahead and find out a little bit more information here. Yeah, look at that. Okay, we've got the Capricorn energy. You're definitely finishing up a cycle. You're looking to have something bloom. And it's like you've been following the steps. You want to achieve this. I'm feeling that this is really something deeply with your feminine energy. So I'm saying that, look, it's like, this is like the cramp position, okay? I see it so clearly, 55. And so this is the Ascended Masters letting you know that there's all different shifts, different cycles. And it's like, this energy is for you. I feel like it's fast moving energy, okay? So it's like, don't get yourself all balled up in one cycle. It's like allow that to go so that you can, allow yourself to glow to the outer rings to see what's really out there. It's all about your climate. Okay. So what I'm saying there is, something that's coming up for you that'll allow you to shift here as you're closing up this, you've been working hard. And so there's this exhaustion factor. You've been climbing your mountain. I feel it. You've been very determined, right? And so, but the climate, and I love that the light body here. See this rainbow. It's all about keeping yourself in balance and, letting go of this denseness. Feeling the ancestors there in the feet. Maybe you actually feel it in your feet. Do your feet feel heavy to let you know when it's time to meditate? Ooh, there's some clues within. So when the feet feel heavy or there's tingling in the legs, I'm definitely seeing the legs here. Okay, I'm seeing both of the legs here. So let me know if that resonates, okay? And there's this sense of going into meditation, the rainbow bridge, keeping yourself in balance so that you can transit through the different cycles. And then we have Cancer. Oh, just wanted to throw that. Okay, so we've got the Cancer here. So it's like, wow, look at all this. We've got the 10, the 55, and then the 4. So the Cancer is all about immersion. And there's that coral energy. It's like, and this blue, this turquoise blue. And look at this is on both sides, this energy. So this is all about a balance between your mental mind and it's like emotional mastery is what I'm feeling here. And on the bottom, we have the Peleus Athena. Okay. And this is coming up for purpose. So we're going to read about this real quick because the Athena energy specifically is really talking to me and is feeling actually very synchronistic for those of you that chose this pile. So there's that balance. Spirit is bringing in this balance so that you can transit and really get some structure going, enabling you to move through your emotions, enabling you to achieve and to climb up as we go. Now, I opened up the book and I went to the 4. So that wanted to come forward. So this is the energy around us, the challenge. Crabs are hard on the outside, but soft and squishy on the inside. Remember that with very defenses you think will keep you safe, actually keep important people out. Soften your shell. You have a backbone and you are not protected solely by an exoskeleton. So and I love I'm thinking about the relationship between the coral, right? And it's like, here's the gift. Be aware of the psychic pool in which you float. If you feel tossed by the waves or battered by anxiety or those around you, dive down deeper. Find the calm below. Float in the ocean of collective consciousness and feel cradled, nurtured by the Divine Mother, fed and coupled. And that's why this Peleus Athena think, and I'm seeing this mask, right? But look I'm seeing here the pearl, this iridescence, the removing of the mask, alchemizing, and it's like it's been hidden from you. So I want to read this because I feel that it's going to really help us capture where we really are with you. Just the numbers always talk to me, so forgive me. Okay, so this speaks about sharp and guided intellect. Mythological Athena is the goddess of wisdom, intellect, skill, strategy, and defense. Her father, Zeus, swallowed her mother, Metis, the goddess of wise counsel. I'm smiling because I've been Googling this stuff. Like, come on. For me, it's all about her Roman equivalent, which is Minerva. And Minerva is similar story, but her father is Jupiter. And it's the same similarity. And what just came in a couple days ago, but was Jupiter. Like the closest it's ever been in the past 60 years. So I'm wondering if this has something to do with the energy. This powerful goddess could beat the males at their own game and challenge the world to never underestimate the feminine strength and wisdom. Wow. So we've got, hey girl, we're on pile number 3. The cramped position, geez, no more. Well, hopefully you're beyond that. So we're on pile number 3, okay? So thank you for joining me. And if your pile was earlier, you can watch the replay. I'm going to timestamp in a little bit. But this is so crazy. Okay, so the action here, I got to read this because this is so synchronistic. This is the action. It loans you to the ability to walk into a boardroom or professional situation and be ready to take on a challenge completely in your power with just the right words at hand. Okay? So you can speak to her, you can find the words. She can help you navigate the echelons of your power, develop real skills, craft, articulation, tech genius with her support and your concentration. Connect your trained knowledge, natural abilities, and that spark of divine fire Just don't overdo it in the intellect. So keeping the mind in check. Make sure the intelligence and the ability to rationalize don't cause more problems than they solve. Take off the helmet in the bedroom, inventory yourself, and see yourself like Athena. Underestimate the power of her feminine heart, her emotional intelligence, and keep that connected to your heart. So, this is really coming up with purpose. So, the challenge here, whenever you're in the gender spectrum, don't think you need to deny the feminine and the heart in yourself and in others in order to access brilliant intelligence. And Bryn Brown is coming forward right away about removing your armor. And so this is essentially what you have come here to build is a structure without the armor. The structure that's allowing you because you don't need it because this is the stone. Okay, so you guys are the stone. The stone. That's just the name of it. I'm sorry. The stone coral. So it's like you already have this heaviness, and so you don't need to make yourself more heavy. If that makes any sense, that's just going against what you're trying to go. Oh, chose number 4. Okay, cool. So you're right on time, girl. So the gift, though, this is the gift. Okay, this is the alchemization, and I mean, this is just so synchronistic because look how it looks underwater. I mean, this is so cool. Ask for help when you need it, and divine answers will reveal themselves. You can think through the situation with a combination of logic and real curiosity about the truth, and all is connected with your open heart. So, as long as you keep your heart open for the true wisdom, as long as you remove the mask, the armor, the alchemy, that's where the alchemy comes in for you. And I love that right below this, I see this hand reaching out, right? So it's like this is the 11th house. This is the community, reaching out to your community when you need it, keeping yourself from being too much in that mental part, okay? This is so beautiful. And this is Grecian timeline. So that's definitely gonna resonate with many of you, just that, okay? But we've got so much more because the Ascended Masters are here and they're letting you know that you're walking this blind. But you're dedicated. They see that you're dedicated. They see that you're being loyal. They see that you're taking the steps. So they want to validate that yes, you're doing this and you're taking one step at a time, and it's all about that inspired action. Okay, so if you found yourself here and this is not resonating, and you feel like you're stuck and you're thrashing in the waves, what you're being called is to pull back and to really take a moment to get quiet, immerse yourself in the quiet in meditation and see what drops and let that lead you. Those are the actions that you build on. Those are the ones that are authentic for you. Those are the ones that you grasp. Those are the ones that you grasp and get in your clutches. What? Oh my goodness. So yeah, right away on bottom, it's upside down. We're talking about the balance. This is the thing that the alchemy, this is what helps you stay centered. Getting that root chakra. I'm getting also that solar plexus. So this is like the deep dive, getting yourself centered, becoming larger, connecting your soul, your earth and soul star, and you are bigger. And I'm feeling a big energy here, okay? Which means that you guys can reach heights that others may not because that's what you chose, right? So this is a reminder that you chose this mission and there is nothing too big for you, but it's all about keeping those limitations at bay, okay? Keeping those limitations at bay. Um, because sometimes when we throw a stone and it falls and it sinks, and sometimes this works against us, right? as we don't allow ourselves any wiggle room. So this is the message that's coming forward for those of you that chose this pile. And we're getting it again. The Ascended Masters are telling you, be loyal to yourself. Take inspired actions. Many think that the elephant is the feminine, but this is the masculine. And he's following the steps of his divine counterpart. This is like a king and queen. This is an alignment. This is following the steps. It's like you have developed all these colors for purpose. You've come this far. Stay centered. Keep walking the path. Do not give up. Keep yourself centered is what your Ascended Masters want you to know. And do you see this like break in the path here? It's like I must have a sense that a break is coming for you. And that's what the coral does. The coral adds as a breaker, okay? So you can take these stones and create on top of them. Have you heard that phrase? People can throw stones at you, but that's what you build up on. Wow. Okay. I'm feeling that. So there's an activation at hand. The ancestors want to work with you. Look at those stones. What? So the ancestors want to work with you. And this is healing deep down into your lineage. Let's go ahead and see the activation that's coming forward. You guys, this is everywhere, but for you, it came through. This is an emergence of those divine feminine energies. And just as we saw here, look at this. This is like, do you see the similarities? It's like, first of all, crystals, keeping yourself in balance. The Lemurian timeline, definitely getting this re-emerging. Oh my gosh, as I notice, I gotta pull it out. There it is, the sacrifice. It's like what happened on this timeline. You've released it and now you're emerging. But look at it's like, do you see the armor here? It's like silver and it's sleek and it's sexy, might I say. And this is like, giving you a new lease. I mean, it's like the sacrifices that you made are coming to fruition and coming back up. And I'm seeing like the silver and gold. So these alchemies, these higher these higher awarenesses, right? So that you can bring uniqueness and living with grace. So we're definitely going to read this because the Lemurian timeline is coming up for so many. And then we have the I am presence. So it's like, look at this. It's like, oh my gosh, this is so beautiful because I've been seeing in my own mind's eye, and this is gonna, I think, resonate with those of you that see that chose this. Is like there is this like division between the feminine and the masculine, and it's like, but between this division we emerge into something much more beautiful than we ever thought could happen. And so there's this emergence happening with that crystal. And then look at this beautiful, beautiful I am presence, light body wanting to be activated. So let's pull up this. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. We've got, oh my, I can't make this up, you guys. I mean, I just moved it, but when I first opened this up, I saw Jupiter. So there we go. Another confirmation. Yeah, Jupiter. Oh my gosh. So it's like in those father energies coming back, those father energies, those divine father, the 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 um the co-creation between you, divine feminines, with source. This is a co-creation. This is for you. This is, oh my gosh, I cannot make this up, you guys. Okay, first of all, look at this. Jupiter is number 23. This mirrored justice is the next card that's coming for you. I'm just going to stop looking because it just keeps coming. Okay? It keeps coming because it's coming for you. It's meant for you. It's meant for you to see on this at this time. Okay? So, all right. So, Lemurian, I'm not even looking, I'm in the wrong book. Hold on. Get in the right book. Stay out of your head and get in the right book. Okay? What? Okay, so here we go. We've got the Lemurian timeline, and this is waterlogged. So, my book, which is kind of funny. So I'm just telling you, like, taking some time to really bring that water into emotion is coming forward. Okay, this one is not in alphabetical order, you guys. I'm sorry. Why did they do that? Okay, 103. All right. Okay, Lemurian seed clothes. So I'm going to read this because some people have been asking a lot about Lemuria, but Lemuria is a civilization that was in the middle of the Pacific Ocean in ancient times. Now, what I love about this, now everybody gets their own information, but Lemuria to me is the sacral chakra. And I love that you see all the purples here because it actually has a lot to do with your third eye and your pineal gland in particular, okay, as there is a highway between the two. The inhabitants of the sacred land lived in complete harmony with nature and had a connection with every living being, similar to the movie Avatar, okay? Their inner vision was fully activated to the point where it was thought that their pineal gland, what? I just literally said that. Pineal gland was fully developed and they could see hundreds of miles in all directions in a similar way to the sonar of dolphin and whales. The majority operated from their heart chakra, honoring one another and nature so much that when their civilization came to an end through a cataclysmic event, most likely the plates of the earth shifting, but I have a different sense of something else that happened. Um, but actually causing volcanic eruptions and a tsunami, most of them ascended. Okay. It is said that these highly attuned beings knew that their civilization would end and decided to send healing waves to another part of the world for future civilizations to benefit them. They telepathically channeled their frequencies into thought form that would become crystals. It's gonna make me cry because I do crystal attunement. So this is very, very wow. Um, they telepathically channeled their frequencies into thought form so that they would be found thousands, possibly millions of years later. These Lemurian seeds are the type of crystal quartz found in Brazil and Colombia. They're powerful crystals and similar to the barcodes engraved in their faces. Wow. They have things set in stone. This is a blueprint set in stone. I saw that 122, 22, 22, 22. Angel number 22, angel number 22, 22. Okay. They have the feminine receptive energy help us to step into. Okay. So you can connect to the island surrounded in pale blue waters, living in harmony with all living beings. If you own a Lemurian seed crystal, hold on to it in your left hand. Call out to the ancient ones of Lemuria and invite them to bring their wisdom to you. Wow. So your message is to really allow yourself to sit back and bring the energy to you and see what comes, see what emerges, and then your I am is taking that inspired divine action after that. So that's really being highlighted for those of you in this pile. Now let's go ahead and see who's your ally. Who's your ally? Who wants to come forward to help you get right where you need to be in alignment? And so once again, this is so crazy because once again, we have the runes coming forward. Okay. So let's go ahead and see. Let me put these back so that they can work for the next crew. Okay, so we've got the runes coming forward. I'm going to go ahead because I like to show how they're pulled. I'm going to shake up the runes. And we're going to get an idea of what your ancestors want to bring forward for you. Okay, So I'm going to turn it around. I pull 3 runes for you. I'm going to hold them up so you can see them. So this is like what I look at is like the past. This is the situation, okay? And then this is where we are in the present. And then this is what's coming forward. Okay, I'm going to turn it back around so I can read it to you. Okay. So what we've got, so we're working with the ascended masters, and so this next step, this initiation that's at hand for us. We're on number 3. This is the end of number 3. Hey girl. So it's like the energy that I'm getting here is there's been a lift up. We're lifting off. We're lifting off. Do you see the X? It's like we found the X. We've found something deep within, and now we're getting lift off through our divine action. Okay, so it's like we're taking action. But this is the thing. It feels like a double-edged sword right now. Okay, it's like you feel like it's like I'm putting in and I'm not really I'm not seeing it go up. Okay. It's like this pattern. I'm putting in, but it's not taking me to my destination. So there's this feeling of, you know, um, like you're lost, that it's not taking you where you want to go. Okay. Now this and there's a new connection here too, because I'm just remembering that this is actually the horse. Okay. So I love this because this, the future, is the rider. All right. So it's like you just had to get the right rider. And this is the cosmic energy coming in. So here's the horse. Okay. The horse was given to you. This could be a guide. This could be your vehicle. This could be spirit, your transportation, your mission. This is your mission because it's the 2. So it's like the horse it helps you. This is faster moving energy, but it's like you're getting in your own mind potentially, right? You're getting in your mind. And so it's like, you're like, I'm putting in, but I'm not getting back what I want to see. But what's letting you know is there's this authenticity with the journey, the ride, the rider. Okay. And so I would like to turn this on the side here. And it's like, you've gotten a greater amount of obstacles that you've overcome. Okay. And so it's like, but that's what really is what it's all about. It's about the full circle journey, and you're still in the throes of it. So the ascended masters are letting you know that something is emerging for you. Okay. It's emerging. This is meant for you. We've got divine justice coming your way, right? We've got all the cards that we were shown earlier that I've just put away, but they're right here. And it's all about making sure that you take that mask. Don't allow that armor to go up, because that armor that you know. I'm not going to say any triggering words because I feel the triggers. Okay, I feel the triggers, and I want to say that I validate them for you. They have. I understand where the armor got put on. I get it, but it doesn't serve your evolution anymore. The armor is keeping you blocked from where you truly want to go, where you want to float to, what you want to get within your grasp. The armor sinks, just like the stone coral, it sinks, right? And it's like if you're letting yourself sink too far into those emotions, then you can't grasp it either. So here's the balance. And this is really important for you. This is really important for you. And like I said, you've been working on this a long time. So you cannot give up. Okay? This is all about the full circle journey, and there are manifestations coming for you. More than you'll know. More than you know. Because even though you've had great amount of obstacles, you've climbed lots of mountains, okay? That's what I'm seeing here. It's like, but you've moved over that because of that horse. And that's the part that I'm trying to tell you. That's that co-creation. The horse, what I mean is the challenge actually forged and created you. the rider. Okay? And so there's this part about the tales that you can tell. And that's what I'm seeing here. It's like now that that comes into your center of being, you're able to now have a shift. And I love that because I'm seeing this angle here. And remember, I told you the storm coral, they shift themselves to bring in the most light. Okay? So they do things in a different way. But again, this is what you came for, to reach your pinnacle, to reach a potential. And you have found this here because you are doing it. You are doing it. You can't allow the blackness, right? Look at this. You can't allow the shadows to come in and to keep that authentic blueprint that's for you. All right. And I love the contrast here. This Cancer. Immerse yourself. And it's like immersing yourself into this balance between the mind and allowing yourself to be guided. So it's like this flow. Are you feeling it? Not so heavy. Okay. So yeah, that's for you, pile number 4. Thank you so much for being, or pile number 3, excuse me. Pile number 3. Oh my gosh, and look at that. 3 and a 2. That's the shift. So you guys are at a shift, a perspective. So remember, it's about the journey. So look back. This is a time of reflection for you, pile number 3. I feel like this is a time for you to look back and to see how far you've come. Okay? So thank you so much for being here, pile number 3. We're going to move on to pile number 4, which is our very last one, 13110. Oh my gosh. So right there, I mean, just already getting the numbers. 13110. So this is about oneness. This is about a new structure. This is about completion. We've got the numbers 111 and balance brought in by spirit. Oh my gosh. This is the fire coral. Now, the fire coral is very unique, okay, in that it's lethal to anyone who touches it. It has this surrounding around it. And the fire coral can, it can really kind of grow anywhere and everywhere. And how it grows is based on the conditions around it. So there's this creator spirit here. The fire is definitely being highlighted. So let's go ahead and shuffle in your energy. I'm going to let's clear the deck here. All right, we're going to do 2 shuffles. So yeah, for you guys, here we go. There's an arrival. Look at this. Oh my goodness. So, and these look like the fire. Look at this, the horns, okay? So this is your first house. This is an arrival. This is a starting over. But look at all the coral, peonies in particular. Oh my gosh, this is so crazy, you guys, because I literally, Jolene, if you're on here, I literally attuned to the peony today. Oh my God. What a beautiful attunement. And so as I do the attunements, and that comes up with purpose, it's like we use the crystal attunement we like wax on to get us in the right thing, but then we wax off with the floral, with the plant medicine. And this is the structure that allows this new growth. It allows for the nervous system, the impulses that we have created to be readjusted. Now I saw this in the shuffle and it wanted to go there. Okay. So we've got your 9th house. This is about exploration. This is your time to like get this karma and to move on, to turn the wheel. Oh my goodness. I'm feeling it so much. What? Black-eyed Susan? That's attunement. I mean, I'm doing it this week. Wow. Another 11. So it's like, oh, everything is coming out. This is the energy. I'm feeling just like so much synergy. Okay. Bottom. We've got Pisces. Now we have the full moon in Pisces coming on October 9th. And I just really feel that this is an important full moon for you. And look at these beautiful coral flowers I was just talking about. This is a beautiful alignment coming in. Wow, sensitize. Okay, so I'm just feeling we're in the right place already. Here we go. So there's the 20. This is the situation. This is Mercury coming in. We've got a Mercury retrograde going on right now. And so we've got this communication now. This is that caduceus. We've got communication coming in to heal us. And it is deep. Oh, is it deep, deep, deep? And for some of you, it might feel the fire like Mercury, okay? And there's this whitening. This is what I'm feeling, with the coral, keeping this in perspective. There's this whitening, a bleaching of the coral, and that comes from too much fire. Okay. So this is very, very, and oh my gosh, and look at it again. Fire. Okay. We've got the Mars here. 22. Motion. So this fire. Oh my gosh, this is just so crazy, you guys. And we've got that right arm coming out, okay? This is the root chakra. This is the fire, and it's like, but if it's too much fire, it causes this bleaching, and we cannot do the heal. Okay, so hold on, this is still coming through for me. 10th house. How can we change the perspective? How can we change who's in charge? It's like we're climbing these mountains, right? We've been getting this in all the readings, but who's in charge of the climb? And that's where you get to see this is the magic of who's in balance. This is what keeps you centered. This is what's being highlighted is you get to choose what mountains, what pyramids, whatever you want to create. You get to choose the line to the portal of your illumination. Wow. Okay. So there's lots of things I'm seeing in here. Okay. Lots of rainbow. All right. For sure. Rainbow. Okay. And this is the fire stick. And I'm highlighting the blue. I'm really noticing the blue. And the hottest fire here in the physical world is the blue flame. So this is like this fire is really forcing you to come into your authenticity, to really watch the actions that you take. Not only the actions that you take, but the words that you take based on the fire that was given on you before. Okay, I'm feeling this really, really deep because why do we have the sting of the fire, right? Because I told you this is very unique. And it's like, but it's that fire that allows the fish in particular, okay, the fire stick or all the coral, they create the communities for the fish to swim in. So it's like, this is the foundation. This is the foundation piece, is whatever that fire is. And it's coming in right now. It's coming in through communication. There's healing coming in. I mean, I'm just getting like, okay, we've got the caduceus. We've got the sword. It's like, it's now. I'm feeling this direction of now. It's this moon cycle, right? So 22 and 20 is 42, and there's 48. The difference is a 6. It's like this is what I'm feeling. It's like this pinnacle, what you've been climbing, this fire. There's this alchemization happening, and it's deep. It's deep down. Okay, I'm very much feeling it in that treasure chest down below the earth, in the center of the earth. Do you see how we're seeing the center and all three cards? So we're getting to the center. Getting to the center. It's like, what are the fish swimming around? Where's that authenticity in the middle? Wow. Okay. So that's the energy. So hopefully that's resonating already. Yes, you're here, Jolene. Awesome. Nicoletta says those sunflowers are following me. Yeah, sunflowers. I'm feeling that too. There's that ego coming up again. Okay, there's that sword. So again, look at this. Do you see the difference? Okay, this is coming up as a clue from the Ascended Masters. What I mean by is this one, we've got the right hand and it's the left hand that's holding the sword. So that means that we're holding the sword with our emotions. And the sword can physically be like the fire that we use against ourselves. It could be the mental chatter, okay? Because Mars is also associated with the mental chatter, right? It could also be, but it's that motion. And so, what I'm getting though is that, in order for the coral to be in symbiotic, too much fire causes that whitening. So it's like pushing it. It's like those judgments we make on ourselves, we're pushing away. But it's like we've been working on this. We're getting to the center of that alchemization. Can't let the ego get in the way. We can't let the mind get in the way. We've got to keep our channel open to the divine. Watch our words. Keep an eye on our words. Keep ourselves seated, not jumping to any conclusions, is what I'm hearing. Okay, not jumping to any conclusions. All right. We want to give ourselves choices. Yeah, we want to give ourselves choices, and that's the healing. Okay, some can look at this as the duality, right? The duality. But this is what we're going down into that treasure chest, and what do you get between white and black but silver? And silver is this different essence. It's almost like hearing like silver surfer. There's this majestic quality that we're talking about here. It's talking about keeping things in balance. Okay. So it's like she's giving the cup, her cup overflows and she's handing it to the masculine, right? And he's keeping his words in check. So this is a clue for you, for those of you that chose this about the mental chatter. Okay, I really feel that really makes a difference, and that's because this has been like a lot. I'm gonna validate that. Like you have been walking and walking and walking the path. You've been keeping yourself centered. You've been following the signs. You've been seeing the deeper parts. You've been creating the silver. And that silver, I'm thinking of like right away, I'm getting this labradorite. Okay. What I mean by that is the labradorite is like this silver, but it's got this iridescence. And it's like whenever the sun hits it, right? And those are your actions. Those are your actions. Your superpower. Wow. Oh my gosh. So here we've got the 20. This is where we're at. But what you need to realize is that you're developing your superpower. And that's what your Ascended Masters want you to know. And how are we doing that? It's with the 33. It's being aware of the trickster. What I mean by that, it's cleansing the channel. Oh my gosh, I'm just getting so much here. Okay. It's not leaving things to chance. It's really following your instincts. All right. So it's not allowing. There's like this element of and this is the mental body. I can feel it. This is the mental body, the trickster, the ego. And this doesn't have to necessarily be a bad thing, but this is the mental chatter. This is the programs. These are subconscious scripts running in the background. And so all we need to do in order to come up to the initiation of the trickster is to see through it, to keep our channel cleansed, to allow, and here we've got, it's like this feather is also talking to me, this yellow feather. And this is that solar plexus. This is the activation to our solar plexus. This is the Atlantean timeline as we're getting with the Pisces, with the fish. We've got the coral. We've got the whole vibe of of, okay. And right away, look at, I can't help but notice this. I'm going to read this from the bottom of the deck here because it wants to come forward. It's like this clash, this coming together, this clash. Okay. So it's like, this is what we're going for. And I definitely feel this full moon is the manifestation, this cosmic energy. And we've had this clash, like hitting our head in the wall and falling down. But it's like that fall is what allows you to rise. It's all about how you rise and about how you've grown, about the expansion there, okay? About the superpower, about the super size. Think about a McDonald's. I don't know why McDonald's is coming in, but it's like the McDonald's, the golden arches, and how and those colors are even talking to me, and how you can supersize your fries. Right? Wow. So the ascended masters want to let you know that this energy, that some of these energies that are coming up to be released to get to the center, the fire. Okay, hold on. The fire that is actually burning away, it's like some of those energies are coming up and we're getting attached and we're swindling through. And that's because, you've been through so much. And these are the communications coming through. Okay. Look at this is from the bottom. It's like this is the alignment of those birds. I mean, I'm just seeing this alignment so much. These are communications, and I just have to do it. Look at, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards out. What? 5 cards out. This is where we are. But the shift that's coming, look at this. I cannot make this up. This is the healing. And look at in between here. I keep seeing the pearl. I keep seeing a pearl. So watch for the next reading, which is going to be on a pearl. And this is about divine alignment. I mean, this is so magical. And the difference between the two is, yes, it's 5 cards, okay? But at the same point in time, maybe 5 initiations, 5 activations that you've gone through, and there's an 8 here. So it's like this fire has purpose. This fire has purpose, is bringing you to your alignment, is bringing you to all that you wanted so that you can continue forward. And I cannot make this up. Look at this pearl. Wow. And look at how it's like the white is moving forward in the light and the darkness is nowhere to be found. Wow. Okay. I'm loving this. So let's find out the activation. I was just thinking about McDonald's. We're so connected. We're all so connected. So what's the activation at hand? Let's go ahead and shuffle it in. What's the activation? I mean, I can't make this up. I cut right to it. The sword of light. So definitely the sword in the stone, the fire. I feel like, oh my gosh, this feels almost like it feels like I'm getting like the sword in the stone. Okay. What I mean by that is it's like as soon as the sword is changed, and that's what we're seeing here, as soon as we change the perspective, as soon as the perception is received, and this is what the cosmic energy is letting you know, there's still a shift occurring. So hold tight. Hold tight. Wow. All right. So hold tight. The halls of Amente are calling to you. Oh my gosh. The pillars specifically. And if you were in my brain today when it came to the Sphinx, oh my goodness. So many different things coming through. What's coming through on your end? What are the angels bringing to you? Because there's a frequency, and that's on bottom. So the angels are bringing a frequency to you. The angels are here. You're safe, potent connection. And so that's what I mean. It's like to go down and to illuminate. Look at this stark difference. Okay? Look at the difference here. Do you see? It's like that's universal law. All must be within balance. And it's like these fire, like it looks like fire. I mean, do you see? It's like a like the light codes, the fire. It's like it's burning away so that you can build up, so that fire can elicit you and to create something new. Forged from the fire, and swords are forged in the fire. I'm really getting a lot of connections here with that. So, what's our activation? I was just saying light codes, Anaki light codes. Wow. Energetic shift, new information, change of a cycle. Yeah. Wow. Let's go ahead and find out about this initiation. Oh my God. I'm sorry. I'm saying I'm sorry, but I just keep reading from the bottom. Look at that next card. Number 6, the integration, Jupiter, the harvest. And Jupiter just came as close as it could come to the earth, literally a few nights ago. And so it's like, this is going to impact your harvest. There's just a lot. This is the shift. It's at hand. I'm feeling this energy. There's even a shift in the energy as I read this reading. So, take that, take it as it resonates. And it doesn't mean that anyone's lesser or better. That's not what I mean. But this is what I'm feeling is like this, there's this energy. Okay, let's find out what it is. Okay, hold on. Anaki light codes. I'm going to read this for you, okay? Oh my goodness. I already saw Babylon. This is going to be so synchronistic. Okay. Energetic shift, new information, end of a cycle. And just look at this. Look at the golds. Look at the ambers. Look at the coral. Look at the iridescent. Oh my God, so beautiful. The Anunnaki are a race of cosmic light beings who have been coming to Earth since ancient times. The Sumerians and the Babylonians acknowledged them as deities and governed the space between the worlds. The divine leader of this incredible race is the goddess Ishtar, a powerful figure similar to the Egyptian goddess Isis. The Anunnaki have taken many forms throughout the ages. They have an angelic warrior-like quality, and they appeared with wings, sometimes up to 4, and with an elongated head and face similar to that of an eagle. When the Anunnaki appear, it is important to know they're heavenly aliens supporting our healing and ascension. In the distant past, they visited the Atlantean civilization and helped those who were aligned with the spiritual path to ascend to the next dimension so that they could leave the wheel of karma. They acted as divine judges, deciding who could ascend and who could be left behind for the growth of their soul. Those who abused their powers and not honored the divine or value the great gift that they had been given had remained for the ending of their civilization. For that reason, some people who have had Atlantean incarnations may fear the Anunnaki, but be assured that they were beings of infinite light working with Source. Wow. So you can say Anunnaki, Anunnaki, Anunnaki. I welcome your presence of the Anunnaki people. Thank you, angelic cosmic beings, for immersing my energy body in your light codes. It's beautiful. Now, this is your message. Great change is coming to you, but this can only occur if you're willing to shift your perception. And isn't that the message brought in by the coral? So go back to the animal wisdom because the channeled message is so divine. It's at the beginning of this recording as well. Wow. You may be experiencing resistance to change, but please know this is simply fear of the new, not intuition. I'm going to read that again because I believe this is an important sentence. You may be experiencing resistance to change, but please know this is simply fear of the new, not intuition. If you're wondering what is best course of action, the Anunnaki are encouraging you to go with the new. Old systems, old ways of being, old ways of doing things must be released if you are to evolve. Change can bring a sense of vulnerability. There's a reason I had those 5 cards come up so that you could see that. Change can bring a sense of vulnerability, but will allow you to make a deeper connection to your feelings, your gifts, and what's important. You're standing at a gateway of pure potential that will be ignited as soon as you move through this necessary change. Be open to new information, new processes, new ideas, full blown goosebumps. You are part of the new energy on this earth. And that's why I was feeling this energy, this new energy, this burst of energy. Wow. Let's bring it, right? So let's see who the ally is. Pile number 4. Thank you, pile number 4, for what you're bringing in. Look at it. The 5. The shift. Pile number 4. The shift with the 5. The healing, so that you can go back to what the next part, which is the 1, which is the new beginning. Wow. So who is here for us? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We've got the keepers of the light. And right on bottom, oh my gosh, it's going to make me cry. Mother Mary. Oh, I love this. Wow. This is this is so beautiful. I'm sitting here in this energy because this is the perception. This is the perception. And I want you to just think a moment just about the story that we know about Mother Mary, about what she must have endured at her time of, knowing that she was a virgin and telling people she was and what they must have thought. And it's all about keeping yourself cloaked, keeping yourself in your own center, knowing that the rose is expanding. And the rose means so much because this has to do with the thorns on the rose, and think about all the parts and the seasons of the rose. Okay, and so this is all encompassing and getting really familiar with the heart of the situation. And look at this beautiful crown, right? And it's like you're cloaked and you're so protected. You've got this divine channel, love and peace. Let go of the need to be right. Let go of the need to be right. Choose peace. Mother healing is possible at this time. And so I love that because we've been getting a lot about the mother, right, ladies? So the mother wound. And the mother wound that's at hand is the wound with Mother Earth, her herself. And I've been knowing in my sacred work that she herself is aligning from the darkness, what she's created in the day, in the darkness, the storms that have been created. Think about it in that way. It's like the spark of creativity can go either way. But if we burn ourselves out, there's nothing left. If we bleach ourselves out, if we overfire, we get that fire energy too much. And so this is all a call to be still, to allow. It's like this deep, deep sacrifice. I'm feeling it so much. And in the crown, you can't tell, but this is the flower of life. And so for this to come up with the symbiotic relationship between the coral, knowing that there's a relationship with the flowers, okay? And this is the design. It's the flower of life that is coming in to replace this network of what was. Thank you. I love that. And I'm also feeling that there's this sacred prayer in the center with these light codes. There's this grace, there's this gratefulness, there's this new emergence, right? And that pearl, it's like That's what it is. It's taking the darkness, the irritant, and creating the pearl and emerging something totally new because the pearl is made from the irritant. Do you see? That's the gift. That is the gift in the challenge. Okay, so let's do a couple shuffles. Freya, there's that full moon. There's the moon energy. There's the Freya. The words coming in. This is your ancestors. This is the moon cycle. This is the crow working with your ancestors. This is that divine connection, that intuition. There's a beginning with every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. I'm almost done. So there's a perception. There's a perception in this. There's this perceive. In this caduceus, there's a perceived notion that is trying to overshadow. That it's not going to work. It's not going to work. And that's what you're meant to hear here. That's what you're meant to hear here. I'm bottom again. Mother Mary, come on. Oh my gosh, you guys. And this is Odin. Okay. Why is this like, why am I like, because this is the Keepers of the Light. So this Keepers of the Light Oracle, oh my gosh. So this is the fight. Was it you guys? But I mentioned like, no, I think it was somebody else, but this is the Valkyrie. This is like the sacrifice, the sword. Remember? He's holding a scepter. And who is Odin's divine counterpart? It's Freya. And that's the card we just showed. So this is talking about this twin flame alignment. Okay, I'm not going to label it. I'm not going to associate what it is. I believe it's different things that we deal with in different dimensions. But hey, it doesn't matter. This is letting you know that you get to choose. It's your perception and how you're going to emerge forward. Here, scared and trying to overshadow, or rising in your own time. Wow. Or rising in your own time. Okay, we got to cut there. Okay, so on bottom, Master Buddha is coming in. This is so perfect because we're talking about that digging for gold, increased awareness, deep connection, trusting your inner voice, getting to the center. Remember, we were saying we're getting to the center. And so I love that this is coming up and we're showing this balance. And look at this crown energy. Look at this radiation of light that we've brought in from that activation. It's like literally palpable and it's in your aura. This is a change to the aura. This is a huge change coming in. And what I believe that this is happening, since you're working with the Ascended Masters, this is coming to an end of a cycle, but this is a deep Ascended Master path gift in the challenge is what I am definitely seeing here. The caduceus is connected to the Kundalini. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that makes so much sense. The serpent energy. But the serpent energy and what's coming from that is very interesting. From some things that are coming to the light, and that's not coming up yet. I'm not going to go there, but I love that you're activating that. And here we go. Here we go. Oh my gosh. So before we were talking about Mother Mary, but now we have the roses on the head. Here's that pink. This is that heart awakening, that balance. This is like the piercing of the heart, right? So we pierced the heart. And that's where the roses were. But then we found our true queen. We found our throne. We found our true authenticity. And now we wear that as we move forward, still cloaked, but divinely protected. Connect with heaven, ask and receive. This is the prayers I was talking about. This is that mother energy, the sister of the rose. And it's like you are part of that because of what you forged, because of where you're going. I mean, I'm just feeling all this energy, energy shift here. Charity, prayer, and contemplation. I want to see if there's something there with charity real quick. Well, first of all, I have to see is she is. So I just want to tell you what. She's considered a twin flame. Okay? She's considered a twin flame, and her twin flame is Archangel Shamuel. And Archangel Shamuel has this beautiful pink light. And so that is why she's actually emulating that light, that balance, that divine balance between, and that's that Master Buddha coming up. This is that alignment, that authentic alignment for you to that sacral chakra, that masculine energy, the wisdom from the challenge. I want to read Charity because I believe there's a message here. Faith, hope, and charity are the trinity of archangels dedicated to helping us regain our natural traits of kindness, trust, faith in the highest good. She's the twin flame of Archangel Samuel. I love that. Okay. So, Charity is also the angel who kisses the forehead of all who pray in support of others. She absolutely loves to see the kindness it creates. And this is talking about, bringing what you want to see in. This is about changing the perception. A powerful Archangel Charity is drawing close to you at this time because she's recognized that you have goodness in your heart and that you've put others first. She brings you thanks and support. Move into prayer and meditation with regard to any decisions to make at this time. You're being guided to take the time to breathe and receive. Yeah, this is about the gift. Know that you will have a real surge of intuition when it's time to move forward. And, that is really what's coming forward here with that trickster energy. To avoid the trickster energy, that's what the Ascended Master said. That's the initiation of keeping yourself in balance. The 3 and the 3, okay? So not only are you keeping that third chakra, which to me, if you see how he's wearing this coat, purple coat, the third chakra is the sacral chakra. But the message here is about what you see. It's about that third eye. It's about what you see moving forward. Don't trick yourself. Don't limit yourself. Okay? Don't limit yourself. Be open like the blossoms of the rose. Beautiful. Know that you'll have a real surge of intuition when it's time to move forwards. And that's what you needed to hear. I knew there was something here. Thank you, angels, for guiding you towards their highest good, and welcome Charity into the space with you. And the fact that Charity is coming up, that the angels are here, we're talking about divine alignment, okay? This is why I bring this up about the twin flame, about however you want to see it. But this is about this alchemy in that heart chakra. This is about an alignment here in the 4D, allowing you to emerge into the next one, getting to the center, realizing that you get to choose. Am I going to continue my process, or am I going to stay frozen here? Okay? Because that's what I'm seeing with the Jupiter. It's like, or do you want to go and get frozen? That's the next card here. So this is just so beautiful how this came together. And, I hope you really enjoyed the synchronistic of this reading. I feel that I've got everything here. It's like taking that fire and seeing the higher elevation. The higher elevation. That's what Master Buddha wants you to know. And it's like the fire is like, that's the purification process. And that's why Odin came forward. That's why Odin came forward. And I love that because my runes, I just had to grab them. My runes, which are, basically Nordic. They're Nordic runes. And my runes are on bison. And so I just meant to grab this. And bison is all about the sacrifice of the hide. Sacrificing is like you've given enough. It's time for you to move into that abundance. It's time for you to keep walking the pathway. And so I'm feeling that. And then at the same point in time, it's all part of the cycle. It's all part of the circle, right? It's all what's in the mirror and so much more beyond that. So I hope that resonates with you now. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to wrap it up. I just saw 200929. So there's those mirrored numbers, but what's in the middle there is the zero, and that's because spirit is leading us. And if you break those down, it's 1111. So it's all about spirit guiding. Spirit is guiding us. And so we just got to keep ourselves aware of the shift. Okay? That's why I showed those 5 cards. Keeping yourself aware of the shift so that you can find the healing. The healing. Okay? So hold on tight. Thank you so much for being here. Watch for my next oracle coming on. The Pearl is coming forward in so many ways. So I look forward to chatting with you about that soon. Watch for that to drop. And also find my information in the comments, and I'm going to update it after the premiere with the timestamps and everything. And join my group. Find me on message. I've got some attunements that are actually going to be starting here in the next couple days. So yeah. So if you would like to find out more about that, just let me know. Thanks for being here. Have yourself a great day. And man, this whole new moon cycle is going to be awesome. So make sure you plug in. We still have the new moon energy right now, to be honest. We're still in that new moon energy, which is all relationships. And this is really specific for you guys. What do you want to see? What do you want to see manifesting? This is special magic for you. So go make that magic. Thank you. Take care. We'll talk to y'all soon. Bye.